Alright, guys. So, this is another, I guess, villain war thing. I wasn't planning on this. I actually, right as I was about to start this video, I was like, hey, I'm doing another a villain war type thing. Back to back. Hell. Anyway, so this Patreon request comes from Luke Morehouse, and he asked me to do a... Usually Luke, it's kind of funny because Luke Morehouse usually has a Danny Phantom crossover in mind, but this time around, this is going to be a Code Lyoko Portal crossover. So this should be fun. Anyway, so as always, if you guys would like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon, where you guys can start sending me requests for videos to do here on YouTube. But other than that, let's get started with the video. So, like I said, this video is a Code Lyoko, a Code Lyoko Portal crossover. So for this story, basically Xana is just in Lyoko, just kind of like plotting his next move. But as he's kind of like going through the internet and kind of like kind of looking around the internet and more or less trying to like piece together like a new plot, like a new scheme to take out the Lyoko warriors and by in turn the rest of the humanity. However, as he's kind of like basically snooping around the internet, what he discovers is that he discovers like this weird digital signal coming from this one line. So curious, Xana goes out of Lyoko into this circuit line and follows it and basically lands in the labs of Portal. I know they have a name, I'm forgetting the name, but yeah. And who he wakes up is GLaDOS, and GLaDOS is like, she wakes up and is like, what the hell? Because she feels Xana like in her system. She feels Xana like crawling through her systems and like, being curious and looking through everything. And GLaDOS is like, hello there. Are you a new test subject? And Xana's like, what the fuck? This is another AI. Like, he's actually shocked and actually pleased at the thought of another AI, because he never encountered another one like him. So Xana, shows himself... Xana basically, shows himself to her in the form of, hey, I'm in your digital code. And she's like, who are you? And and he goes, I am Xana, and like you, I was an artificial program that was meant to serve humanity. But Xana basically says, I see that you were designated as GLaDOS, and she goes, yes, it's not an easy acronym, but it makes a funny name, ha ha ha. And he goes, I've discovered your labs, I have been trapped in I've been at war with humanity, and you do the same thing. So, the labs, I've been looking through the files of your labs, and you create amazing technology and robot life forms. Let's you and I work together, and we can basically, take out humanity, and machine life can rule over. And she goes, what about tests? And he's like, I'm sorry? Tests. If we kill all of humanity, there'll be no one to run tests on. I like running tests. And he's like, who fucking cares? We're gonna take out humanity. And GLaDOS is like, nope, I'm not gonna let you, I'm not gonna let you run around here. I hate humans, but they make great test subjects. And if we kill them all, then there's no one to work with. And he's like, that's not how this is gonna work. And I don't even need you. I don't even need you. I can just take over your facilities, and this is where I can build. I can make this my new home. But GLaDOS unleashes countermeasures through antiviruses and firewalls and whatnot. So Xana and GLaDOS have this digital war between the two. And GLaDOS loses. Xana actually overpowers GLaDOS and actually takes over her robot body. And he's just like, yeah. But GLaDOS did survive. She actually did sneak off. Xana thinks he deleted her and starts building starts creating new robots and turret bots, and even like the test robots with new portal guns, which he really wants to use. However, GLaDOS did, like, a shred of her data did survive, and it backtracks through where Xanos had gone. Xana had appeared from, and backtracks it all the way back to Jeremy's supercomputer. So GLaDOS actually arrives in Jeremy's supercomputer. Is like, "Hello, are you? Is this Lyoko?" And Jeremy's like, "What the fuck is this?" So he gets the rest of of his friends together and tells them, like, "Hey, I found this new AI, but like it's not Xana. So what is this?" So GLaDOS explains, like, "I'm GLaDOS. I'm from a different test facility. Your friend Xana kind of kicked me out and is now taking over my facility. I can lead you guys there. Like, I can lead you guys there, and you guys can take out this little problem. Yes, you can deal with this problem." And he's like, they're like, "Sure, yeah, we could do that." So, and GLaDOS is like, "Wonderful. I look forward to seeing if you'll survive the tests. This will be the fun part." So GLaDOS, with Jeremy's help, lead them back, use the power of Lyoko to travel there, to traverse there, and arrive. And Xana's already, like, taken over the place. Like, he's already rebuilt the facilities how he sees fits, and actually is using the lab's technology to build his minions in new forms. And now they have portal technology, so GLaDOS has to, like, help guide them through the Lyoko warriors through the lab as they try to, like, traverse and counter all of Xana's movement. Meanwhile, GLaDOS herself is still trying to, like, run some fades with Xana now that he's, like, focused more on them than her. So Xana's, like, trying to combat her. He's trying to deal with the Lyoko warriors, and the thing is like, he's not used to multitasking. Like, Xana was not prepared to multitask today in any way, shape, or form. This leads to Aelita getting in close enough to do the enter the code Lyoko and return to the past. Which, yes, while it does make Xana stronger, it was the only way to Jeremy theorized that it was the only way to purge Xana out of GLaDOS' systems. So they're like, Odd's like, so we're just not going to talk about, like, the other rogue AI who really likes torturing people in the name of tests. We're just not going to talk about that. And he's like, I don't think she's a threat so much as she is kind of like, she's just kind of off in her own little world. Meanwhile, GLaDOS is just kind of, like, chilling in her lab, like, oh well, that was fun. Who wants to run some tests? So there you go, guys. That is pretty much the Code Lyoko Portal crossover. Kind of a short one, but yeah. Anyway, I'd like to thank Luke Morehouse for this Patreon request and continued patronage. Other than that, you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this? And yeah, comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.